Alright everybody, welcome back to some more Umineko when they cry. Now, I have I have three statements to make actually. Um and we'll start off with a comment I got. Cause I got a comment on a video and we'll start with that. But I have two other statements to make as well. So we're here in the main menu for a reason, rather than the actual visual novel, and there is a reason for that. So I mentioned last part about how then you know how Umineko means seagull, right? Umineko no Nakikoro ni seagulls when they cry, or when the seagulls cry. Okay, in Higurashi I mentioned how it was cicadas. Now, what you may also notice is this is what I mentioned last part was that Neko means cat. So we got Umi cats, whatever that means. And then I got a comment that when I read it, I immediately facepalmed. I was so disappointed in myself. Because the comment helped me out here and they said, oh yeah, by the way, yes, Neko also means cat. Umi is another word for sea in Japanese. And when I saw that, I facepalmed so hard because you guys have to understand, I have seen through One Piece multiple times, both manga and anime. Okay, alright, we're talking the anime wise. We're talking 1,015 episodes as of right now. 1,015. Okay, if you don't know anything about One Piece, it's a manga about pirates. It's an anime about pirates. So the ocean, the sea, is mentioned a lot. Like, a lot of a lot. So I've heard characters in the series say Umi a lot. So I hope you understand the disappointment when I read that. Oh yeah, Umi also means sea, and I just never thought about it. And it's just such a facepalm. And the most ironic part is that right here, this visual that we're seeing right here is of the sea. I mean, we're seeing whatever this animal is and some fishes. So we're at the sea right here. I don't, you know, I don't know any cat references in this visual novel. Sea cats, because if you mean sea means sea and neko means cat, then we got sea cats, um, sea cats, which apparently is a word used by the community. Some people call it for giggles, I guess. You sea cats instead of seagulls. So I guess neko is another word for gulls, right? Seagulls, maybe in Japanese. I don't really know how it works, but we know it's seagulls. So that's why I facepalmed. That is not the reason why we're here in the main menu. I could have explained that in the actual episode. The But I did want to mention it because I felt really dumb that I didn't notice it, especially considering, like I said, I've seen through the anime of One Piece more. I've gone through One Piece multiple times, okay? So it's very disappointing. I can literally hear Sabo, which, fun fact, Sabo has the same voice actor as Naruto from Naruto. At least Kid Sabo, the younger version. So, you know, when he goes, Umi, I can literally hear him go, Umi, Umi there, or something like that. And that's what makes you so angry, because I can hear it. I've heard it said so many times in One Piece. I want to go to the ocean. I want to explore the seas, right? I want to explore. In One Piece you have 4 blues, right? So you have yeah, whatever. The geography in One Piece is crazy, right? I mean, world building and that. But anyway, yeah, that's the first part. The second part of the comment was how that could relate to anything regarding this visual novel. Now, I got tips that it might have, I might have to read the character file for Bernkastel in the tips file. So let's check it here. Let's go to the tips file and let's see if you can find anything regarding Bernkastel. So here we go. You got the 7 Sticks of Burger tip. This has nothing to do with. Bernkastel. Sawed-off rifle, Kinzo's pack. Well, this is the one that Natsu was holding. So it's not this one. Witch score sheet. No. Letter from the witch. Epitaph. Wait a minute. Where are the things regarding Burncastle then? The commenter said to look at the tips section. Let's see. Okay, now we're reading Grimoire. Honorifics, no. Fan members, no. Chinese characters, no. Nami Nami no. What did this mean again? A Buddhist prayer. I follow the Amida Buddha. Ah. This is explaining something that someone said in episode 1, right? Okay. We won't look into it too much for now. But, there's nothing regarding Burncastle here. Referring to yourself by Jessica says I. Watashi. Which is a neutral way of saying I. Battler uses aura, which is masculine. George uses Boku, either she's Washi. Okay, there's something here regarding Burncastle. Wait, it's probably in the character file, right? Wouldn't it make more sense? Why did they go to the tips file? I think, did I read the comment wrong? I thought they said to go to the tips file. But anyway, it was the character file for Burncastle. So it makes more sense that she's in the character file. Let's see. Human side, which side? Execute! Bang! Oh, damn, okay. Sorry, Battler. Resurrect, please. Okay, he's back. Okay, which side? What happens if I execute her? Let's first try to execute her. By continuing to think, I'll live on for all eternity. In other words, if I stop thinking, I can die at any time. However, I can revive whenever I want if I start thinking again. So I'm fickle and inconstant. I live as I like, I die as I like, revive as I like. She's looking at me. Oh wait, cat! Oh! Oh, Neko! Oh, she does look like a cat. She does have a cat tail. Sea cat. Is she a sea cat? Okay, wait, let's try to read what her character file says. Resurrect. Whoop! The Witch of Fragments, who has lived for 1,000 years. Just like Beatrice then. So it seems these witches as of right now have a tendency to live for 1,000 years. It is said that she lives in a world where concepts like fate and possibility can be made visible. What does that have to do with sea cats though? And also that, if we're thinking Rika, I know that the comments told me to differentiate her from Rika, because it's probably just, you know, the author trying to play with us. But you know, fate, possibility, made visible, you know, miracles and that. Witch of Fragments and everything. Super Rika. This sounds super Rika to me. Observes the fates of humans and sometimes interferes. In other words, sometimes she is you. And is also your only friend, understand? So yeah, this also brings me closer to the second thing I was gonna mention. But let's see. Likes wine and spicy foods. Hates boredom and those who never learn. Okay, okay. I don't think wine, spicy foods, unless I'm seeing something, unless I'm dumb, has anything to do with cats. Maybe if it was milk, I would have been, ooh, okay, cat mentioned. But, oh yeah, she has a cat tail that we didn't get to see in the actual tea party. We only get to see it here in the character file. So, sea cat. I don't know where the sea comes from regarding this, or sea cats. But okay, seagulls. Sea cat. She's a cat. She has a cat tail at least. She doesn't have cat ears. That would have been that would be funny if she did. Okay, well that's what we got from that. I bet the commenter probably wanted for me to look at the cat tail. I don't think it has anything to do with the description here. But cool. And if we execute her, watch what happens with her eyes. She starts looking at us. Kinda creepy if you ask me. But that does bring me into the next point I was gonna bring up. What happens if we try to execute Beatrice? It is futile for him, like I said, to dream of killing me. Even if you fire bullets at me, they will merely bounce back as though by a mirror and strike you down. However, there is one single way to kill me. You grasp this method in the palm of your hand. I doubt a mediocre fool like you could ever do it, of course. Kihihihi. I bet killing her is probably boredom or something, right? Or ignoring her or something. I don't really know. Now let's have to kill Burncastle because she hates boredom. She hates boredom. Well, no. The way to kill Burncastle is literally for her to stop thinking. So she can just revive whenever she wants. That's actually kind of broken if you ask me. Anyway, this brings me to my second point. And that is... So you guys know how I was introduced to Umineko originally by a friend of mine. And I got to have a little chat with him recently regarding Umineko and how it's gone so far. Now, first things first, I think I have to talk about him real quick. Not too much, but about how his experience with Umineko, because that's important. So he told me that he read Umineko using this Umineko project as well, and when he read Umineko, episode 8 had not been translated yet, and it's been a long time since he read Umineko. And by the time episode 8 was translated, he said that he didn't. It had been so long since he read the previous episodes that he forgot a lot about how the arcs went. According to him, there's different arcs or something. And forgot how the events of stuff happened. So he said that, yeah, he never read episode 8. He's only read episode 1 through 7, which is really funny to me. You're gone so close to the end of the visual novel, and you don't even read the last episode. So he's only read 8 episodes, and because he forgot a lot about how the structure of the story went, because he's only read it once, right? And he's read it many years ago, a long time ago. So and that time, like I said, episode 8 was not translated. That's why he didn't read it. Because it's been so long, he's scared of spoiling me. He's scared of saying anything that would spoil me. And he's not sure where into the story I am. Because I've told him I'm around the middle-ish of episode 2. I think. At least I think I am. I'm on chapter 7 or 8 right now. So, that's around the middle. You know, episode 1 was about 15 chapters, so I think I'm around the middle, but I don't really know. I'm not too sure. I'm not worried about where I'm at, you know. I'm just reading and, you know, enjoying myself. I don't really care about trying to read this as fast as I can. But he told me, he did tell me one thing is that this visual novel loves to kind of metagame, or kind of just, how do I put it? Just troll with you, basically. And I've noticed that. I've noticed that. Like here, when you try to execute Burncastle, you know how she looks at you, and at the end of the PT party as well, Burncastle is looking at you and said, "Oh, this journey is gonna be really hard. Can you do it? I mean, I'm not gonna help you that much, but you know, I'm here, just saying. You know, that kind of thing. It's as if she was talking to me rather than to Battler, because Battler's the main character. But it feels like this visual novel is trying to talk to us sometimes as well. And I've even gotten mentions of this in my comments regarding how Cross once said that, oh yeah, Japan's probably gonna experience an economic boom in the 90s, and I believe it did, or something changed economically big time in Japan in the 90s. And so it's really ironic, like how Cross said that. It's kind of like the visual novel is trolling with us, trying to say that to us, or how we had a little talk between Jessica and Shannon said that, oh, you're acting like a tsundere, Jessica. And Jessica said, what's that? And Shannon said, I don't know, it's just a trait. Rumor has it, it's going to be really popular in a couple years from now. And you guys remember when I read that, I laughed because, you know, obviously tsunderes are a big thing now. There's been big things since the 2000s, right? Tsunderes in the 2000s, big time, right? I mean, we all know Taiga and stuff, for example, from Toradora. But if I remember correctly, a commenter also told me regarding the voice acting that there was a voice actor here who was famous for voice acting a lot of tsunderes, a lot of the famous ones. I'm not sure whether it was Maria, I think it was, or Eva. It might have been Eva. I don't really know. Or was it Beatrice herself? I don't really know. It's been a long time since that comment, and I haven't really put too much, too much in mind regarding the voice actors and other works they've done. But I have been really impressed by Battler's voice actor, of course, Daisuke Ono. Of course, he's gonna be impressive. And Kinzo. For some reason, Kinzo has really impressed me. Kinzo's voice and Battler's voice. Those two are by far, I think, for me, the best ones. But they're all great. There's no voice that I don't think isn't good. So, yeah, great cast of voices here. And yeah, I think we can get to the last statement I was gonna make before we finally set it off with the actual visual novel. And the last statement I was gonna make was, you know how, let's see, you know how a couple, last time we recorded this, you know how I said, oh yeah, that my ears were clogged and that I was gonna visit the doctor the day after that. And so I did. I visited the doctor during the morning, like, I don't know, 9 a.m. or something. And, Good news, my ears are good now, but we'll get to that. And yeah, I had to look at Google Maps because, like I said, this is the first time I've ever gone to the doctor here, and now I know where it is. But this is the first time I've ever gone to it since I've come to this city. I've still only been here for less than a year, not even a year. So it's the first time I've ever really needed to go. Um, and there's some people I've talked to that haven't even gone to the doctors, and they've been here for 5 years, and they say, yeah, I've never gone to the doctor, never needed to. Which actually reminds me, I should probably go to the dentist at some point as well. Because dentists are not obligatory, but I should go and make a checkup at some point to get my teeth out. My teeth are pretty good actually, because I had braces years ago. Yeah, I had braces during middle school, throughout basically the entirety of middle school and about a year and a half in high school as well. So I've had braces for a good 3 years, I think it was. I had it for a long time. Um, and when I took them off, it was fantastic. The worst part about having braces was that every single time they pull it closer, they make it harder on the teeth, so that it really hurt just to eat food for the first couple days. And that was the worst part about braces. The best part was that after I finished with braces, after I took them off, I legit I had never, I had never looked more attractive in my life. No joke. They took off my braces. My teeth looked so fine. They were, they were white as hell because obviously they were being blocked by the braces, so you can see their whiteness. I was clean. I was cleaning my teeth, brushing my teeth. But when I took them off, dude, their line was perfect. The way my jaw and the teeth worked. Oh, it was fantastic, and I still have really good teeth. I mean, it's been a couple of years since I took them off in high school, but I still have really good teeth. Anyway, I went off topic there. I went to the doctor. First things first, I want to talk about the doctor himself. Super nice person. Very nice. Very nice, very calm. Just assessed the situation calmly. I told him, "Hey, I think my ears are clogged. I can't hear very well." And he said, "Okay, let me just have a look in your ear." So he got this like light thing, checked my ears, and he noticed just like I said that there's a lot of wax in there. There was a lot of wax that needed cleaning. So that was the issue, which is what I assumed. Um, so so yeah, but he did say that he wasn't sure whether the wax was the reason I can hear very well, or whether it could have been another reason. But he did say at least there's no infection or something in my ears, luckily, so my ears are good. However, large buildup of wax and stuff, of course, can cause infections in your ears and stuff like that. It happened. It happened to some family members of mine, so it sucks. It hurts a lot actually, but it's never happened to me. But anyway, so yeah, he then sent me over to this nurse who's more specialized in ear treatment, and she basically deep cleaned the ears, and I paid for that, but that's no big deal. I didn't pay that much for the whole appointment. I paid about what, $40, 30, no, it was more like $30, yeah. I think $30. I think because I have to I have to make the currencies work, right? From from my currency to dollars. And I think it's around $30. So it's actually pretty cheap for the ear cleaning and the actual appointment. Uh, Pretty solid. I take that. And then he said that he said that if it ever happens again, first things first, of course, this is something I've already known, but don't use Q-tips. Those are terrible because that just pushes the wax even further in. Terrible to use. And told me to use he told me that I can just use oil if I wanted to, but there's also ear spray that you can buy, and I decided to buy it. Why not? Not because I need it, because now I can hear very well now. I mean, I'm good. Right? All the trash is out, but I have bought the thing. I just need to go get it. It's currently in the store. I just need to go make an appointment and get it. And I have 6 days to do it. So let's see, tomorrow whatever. I'll think about it one time. Anyway, I need to go get it. But anyway, so yeah, he told me to just do that, and basically, if you ever feel it clogging up again, just make sure to use oil or this spray thing once a week, and it should unclog it on its own. But don't wait too long, right? If you feel it even clogging even a bit, use oil, and it should just get out beautifully. Don't use Q-tips. And yeah, the weird part about that is that I do, of course, wash my ears when I shower. I do that, so it was very weird how, it was very weird how a lot of wax built up in there. But I don't know, because I never really use Q-tips, because obviously Q-tips are bad when it comes to, because like he said. But yeah, weird. Anyway, good. I'm good. I'm really glad that I can hear now again. But it because I'm not used to being able to hear so well. Everything is so loud. Like when I'm talking to you guys right now, I might be talking a lower voice than I usually do because I'm not used to hearing myself talk so loud. It's actually very bizarre. But yeah, anyway, both the doctor and the nurse that I, did my ears are very, very nice people. You know, my review is 5 stars, I guess. And yeah, guess what? If you have health problems, visiting the doctor works. They're professionals. I mean, he's been working as a doctor for over 30 years, so I would expect him to be a professional. He's been working as a doctor for longer than I've been alive. I would expect him to know what to do. Anyway, let's get to the visual novel now. My statements are all done. I think I've been talking for about 20 to 30 minutes. At least most of it was actually relevant talk regarding Umineko, so that's good. Let's start it up. Let's actually check the episode stuff, because that's another thing my friend mentioned, was that the episodes are funny. I'm not going to unlock these ones, obviously. You're not supposed to force unlock anything. But the episodes have funny titles that are supposed to be very meta, very cool. So in episode 1 it says, "Welcome to Rokkenjima. Before anything else, please make yourself at home. There is nothing to think too deeply about. Just be silent and take in the events in their eternity as they unfold. That is all that is asked of you. The difficulty level is standard. Let us begin on the Trodden World." So he said that, yeah, during episode 1, it starts off being like, oh yeah, just chill back, take a seat, don't think about it too deeply. And then as we go along, it gets more and more and more complex and intermediate. So in episode 2 it says, the Golden Witch is waiting. Have you rested well and deliberated over how you will play? The witch has high expectations of you and is determined to come at you right from the opening. I too am looking forward to observing your moves. The difficulty level is first rate. The witch plans to make you surrender in an instant. So again, another mention of, okay, so it's a bit harder now, but we're still good. And yeah, he told me that it's just really cool chant how basically the narrator says that the difficulty level gets harder and harder and harder and harder. I think that's really funny. Anyway, let's load up our save file. Continue where we left off. So last time we were here with Rudolph up in here. You can see Rudolph. And yeah, let's just continue.
整理しよう。今この島には後宮家18人以外にもう一人客がいる。
Right now, there is another guest on this island other than the 18 of the Ishiromiya family. Yes.
そしてそいつは兄貴も夏日姉さんも知らない客だってんだな。
Yes. So I think I should recap last part, but there's not really that much to recap. I believe we. So we spent some time with not Natsuhi, goddammit. Shannon and Beatrice. Shannon was really just ignoring Beatrice. She stood firm on her arguments, said her piece and left, and Beatrice got visually angry. I mean, we can tell she was not too amused by that. And then after that, we've come here to this table. Gola set things up, and everyone's been really itching to talk about this new visitor, and that's exactly what Rudolph's talking about right now. And yeah, that's basically it. That's basically what's going on right now. We're gonna he's reviewing things, and we still have the letter for Rosa and the Maria's letter, both of those letters that need to be read. But yeah, this is where we're at. The murders are gonna start tonight, I bet. Some people are gonna die. Let's see if it's 6 people like last time or not. But the 2 who are closer, seems like it's gonna be Shannon and George. But let's see what Beatrice decides to do. Let's see. Right now, there's another guest on this island other than the 18 of the Ushiruma family, and that is a guest that even Aniki and Natsu Nesan don't know about, right? So, again, I apologize for any frame rate issues that may appear. Last part I know some a lot of frame rate issues appeared, but yeah, like I said, I'll always read out what they say, just in case, it actually catches it, all right? Just in case the visual, my recording doesn't catch it. Okay.
知りません。何の話だかもわかりません。
I don't know what you're talking about. Well, yeah, I mean that's what he's reviewing. He's making sure that you don't know what you're on about.
お前は少し黙っていなさい。頭痛に触る。妻の言う通りだ。私にはお前たちが何の話をしているのかさっきからさっぱりだ。
I have no idea what you people have been talking about up until now. So there's a new visitor. Cross and Nazi both don't know about it. Cross is saying that Nazi should be silent because her headache will get worse.
じゃあ答えは一つしかないわ。
Kinzo. They're suspecting Kinzo.
お父様が呼んだのよ。
Father called her. Yep.
今日の親族会議のために。
Which honestly isn't too far from the truth. I mean, he didn't call her directly like this. He just started the ritual. She's the one that brought herself as a human out here and showed herself. So that's for her. For today's family conference, she says that father called her. Alright.
親族会議に？だから何のために？
For the family conference, then for what reason?
そんなの知らないわよ。兄さんが知ってたらそれを問い詰めようって思ってたのよ。
I don't know that. I thought you knew Nissan. That's why I thought I'd question you.
予算か。クラス兄さんは知らんと言うとる。
Cross said that he doesn't know.
つまり話はこうや。
This is what we got.
お父さんが肖像画の魔女にそっくりの客人をこっそり招いた。それにローザさんが出会い、マリアちゃんが出会い、そしてキリエさんもあった。
So Kinzo invited the witch, Rosa met her, Maria and Kiria, they all met her. Yes. That's the review right now. Yes.
今はそこまでや。
And they got some letters. Maria and Rosa got some letters that they haven't mentioned and are not gonna read right now, maybe? Maybe Rosa's gonna do the Natsuhi during episode 1 where she just doesn't read the letter. Just like Natsu doesn't mention that a gold ingot exists. I wonder if Cross still has a gold ingot in this timeline. I bet he does.
わしらに言いたいことがあるんなら、とっとと姿を現せばええ。挨拶もなしに引きこもってるっちゅうんはどないなわけなんや。ってことなんや。
If she has something to say to us, she could just quickly show herself. So what I want to know is why in Blazer she shut herself up without greeting us.
親族会議なんか花から関心のない親父が新しい愛人をこっそり呼びつけたってわけか
Wow, Rudolph, do you think that lowly of your own dad? Yeah, he never had any interest in the family conference. He just called a new mistress.
理想の魔女様のおべべを着せてよ
As his ideal witch.
そう決着するには今日という日は意味を持ちすぎてるぜ
This day holds too much significance. Yeah, I mean, again, Kinzo doesn't care about you guys, but I wouldn't put him that low on the tier.
理由は一つしかない。親族会議に加わるためよ。お父様の遺産について何かの権利を主張する気でいるのよ。
There cannot be only one reason to join in on the family conference. She wants to claim some right to father's inheritance.
バカバカしい。
Preposterous. I mean, from all of our POVs actually, that makes the most sense, except for my POV, and maybe Battler's POV if he knows what's going on between his and Beatrice's battle of wits. But I don't think battle of wits, Battler, but Battler obviously. I'm not too sure if human Battler knows about it. Only Purgatory Battler with Beatrice knows what's going on, right? Or I don't know if Battler would react. Yeah, no, Battler wouldn't have reacted the way he reacted earlier if he was the same Battler as the Purgatory Battler, or at least the Battler that is in the other realm with Beatrice. I don't know if that's in Purgatory or not, but Battler definitely would not have met her. Would not have reacted like that. Because he would have known who she was. Or at least he would have heard of her already, and he would have already talked to her, even though he doesn't believe in her, if that makes sense. So he would not have reacted that way to Maria, admitting it and stuff.
当主様に愛人などと汚らわしいものなどおりません。
Dad would never have something as filthy as a mistress.
お前は黙っていろと言っている。
I told you to be silent, your headache!
私はこの屋敷でずっと親父殿と過ごしているが、そんな話は聞いたこともない。
Well, you've been in this mansion with father for considerable time, and you haven't heard about this once, Cross? Well then. Well, you haven't been in this mansion since before you were born, have you?
最大限理解を示したとして、何十年も昔の愛人との間に隠し子がいたとして。
You say father had a hidden child with a mistress of several decades past.
それを親父殿が探し出し、今日という日に呼びつけたと。
That is the conclusion that Eva has come up with, yeah.
こう言いたいのかね?
Is that what you want to say?
あなた
Hey, you shut up, Nazi. He told you to shut up or your headache will get worse. Also known as Beatrice's butterflies will hit your head or something.
お父様にそんなものがいるわけがありません。
But if Beatrice is in her room, then maybe she doesn't have the ability to hit Nazis. So maybe she won't get a headache for once. Maybe. Or maybe she can send out her butterfly demons anyway. Who knows? Dear, father would never have something like that.
尊い後宮の血が愛人ごときに
To waste the noble blood of the Ishiruma family on a mistress.
先ほどから数人が見たと自称しているに過ぎません。幻想妄想白チュームに決まっています。あるいはこれも夫を陥れるための皆さんの何らかの芝居なのですか？
Or are you all taking part in some kind of act to entrap my husband? Well, why would Gora join in on that though? He's a servant, no? Especially if he's a servant serving Kinzo. Maybe you could argue that it's because he's serving Kinzo that he would want Cross to go down. But would he work with the three cousins though? There's nothing more than a few people saying they saw something. What? It's obviously a fantasy. What? Oh, come on. Rosa said she saw it. Kiria said she saw it. I understand if you don't believe the 9-year-old. But come on. If both Rosa and Kiria said they saw it. They saw her, I mean. And also, well, she's a witch. She's an it. No, I'm joking. It's fine. She's a she. Then I don't think it's that much of a fantasy.
何の芝居だってのよ。芝居だって言うならそっちでしょうが。
If anyone acted into you, here we go. Natsu and Eva back in their argument mode. They really hate each other, huh?
よせよ姉貴。ちょいと暴力的な言い方だが、夏日さんの言う通りではある。
What, Rudolph? You don't believe in your own wife?
キリエは姿を見たが、俺は。
And just when I thought that Rudolph respected Kitty as his wife, and like, oh my god, he was respecting her deductive abilities and everything, but now he's saying, oh yeah, my wife saw, but I didn't, so she doesn't exist. Lamau. Boo.
姉貴もだ。
So what?
だがローザは見た。
Yeah, Rosa did. Yeah, I think the fact that both Kitty and Rosa saw it, saw her, I mean, I feel like that's enough to come on, you tell me they both saw independently too. So unless they've teamed up together, which is such a weird team up, yeah, Kiria would go to Rosa and go, oh hey, by the way, I've got the secret plan. Or Rosa would go to Kiria, I got the secret plan to just fool everybody. Let's just make this plan and say, oh, the Beatrice exists. Yeah, that just doesn't even make sense. Especially from the reactions we've seen from Rosa and Maria, and how Maria was saying, oh, Beatrice exists, and Rosa didn't believe her and stuff like that. There's so many things that don't add up in that theory. Come on, Rudolph. Should believe in your wife. Come on.
しかしってことはいるってことになる。
Something of her sort definitely exists. That's something you can't really deny. At least her human form.
いるを証明している連中が存在する以上、いるで直ちに決着だ。
There's someone who can prove that she exists. We directly conclude that she exists.
悪魔の証明の逆パターンってわけだな。
It's the opposite pattern of the devil's proof. Right. Because the devil's proof was that you can't say she doesn't exist because you can't really say that. What did I use as an example? Green penguins, I think. You can't prove that green penguins don't exist, so you never know whether they exist or not. You can never prove that green penguins don't exist. But the opposite pattern is, if you can prove that something exists, then it exists, right? And like if it's absolute proof, then it exists, and you can't really deny it, right? Because you've proven it. I mean, you can literally use green penguins as an example. If someone literally looks at a green penguin and takes a picture of it, I mean, then you'd have to question whether they photoshopped it or not. You know, you'd have to ask whether they photoshopped it or not. Which again, that's probably very easy to do. Or they can probably just use a camera, colorification. It's hard to say. It's hard to prove, with pictures and stuff because it's so easy to edit and Photoshop pictures. I mean, hard to say that a picture is real. Which, in this world we live in, that's kind of tragic actually, because any picture you see on the internet or anywhere really can just be fake. So yeah, I mean, someone can just Photoshop a political figure into another place, right? Or in another place, and then just put it on the newspaper, put that picture on the newspapers, and tell everyone some propaganda, and everyone will go, "Oh my god," you know. Maybe in places like China or something, that sort of stuff happens. Who knows? I don't really know. Again, I don't really know. I don't want to get political into this. I don't know why I went to political route, but you get what I'm saying, right? I mean, it's the opposite pattern of the devil's proof.
それに俺も会いたいんだよ。
Alright, everyone, group visit to the Golden Witch's room. Everyone goes. Everyone gets to greet her. That would be funny,
そして一体当家に何の御用かと直接問いただしたい。
And I want to ask her directly what kind of business she has with the Ushiromiya family.
それについては私も同感だ。六軒島へ何の御用かぜひお尋ねしたいものだ。
I truly wish to inquire as to what business she has on Orkinjima. Okay, Cross.
白々しいこと言わないで。
Don't act like you don't know. I mean, I trust Cross when he says he doesn't know. Although he did lie about the golden... He did lie about the golden ingot. And if Cross also has the golden ingot in this timeline, in that secret room, and now that she's visited, then Cross has all the more reason to go talk to Beatrice. Ooh. Oh, that could be spicy,
狙いは一つよ。
Which is one thing, and it's freaking disgusting. I hate that meme, man. I hate that meme.
お父様の遺産を狙ってるのよ。
It's after father's inheritance.
相続問題に明るい弁護士に今後の作戦を練らせるべきよ。
A forward-looking strategy with a lawyer knowledgeable about inheritance issues.
お母様と同格の権利を愛人が主張した場合、私たちの取り分はかっきり半分さらわれることになる。
If the mistress does claim the same rights as mother, then yeah, your shares will be cut right in half. Correct. That is a lot of money lost. that is billions of yen lost. Bad. You don't want that. Billions of yens, yeah, that's millions of dollars. Yeah. You can't be losing that. I mean, you don't want to lose that. You're rich as hell. So for me, I don't really. I can't lie. I hold zero. I hold zero sympathy. I'm not gonna lie. If you lose, if you lose millions of dollars, or your share of millions of dollars are lost, for me, I have no sympathy because again, your family is rich as hell. I mean, I don't. You'll be fine. I mean, I guess it must suck, sure, of course, but people have it much worse. So just saying. I understand why you'd be angry though. I'd understand. I mean, if I was rich and I'd only get half. Let's say I would get $8 million originally, but now my share is cut in half because some bullcrap witch that visited the mansion, and oh yeah, now my share is $4 million. I'd understand the issue. I understand why you'd be angry, but for me, like I said, I don't really hold that much sympathy because you're rich anyway. I don't care about how your businesses are failing. You're still rich. Anyway, yes, Rosa.
ちょっとみんな待って。
Here we go, Rosa. Time to read the letter, right? I'm excited. Let's go, Rosa. You can do this.
源氏さんがもうじき来るわ。
Oh, not Genji. Shut up about Genji. Read the letter.
彼は何でも知ってる。
He knows everything. He does know everything. You're right. We can inquire Genji about it.
きっと私たちの疑問に答えてくれるわ。それまでそういう話はなしにしましょう。
Until then, let's stop talking about this. You're asking for the impossible, Rosa. You're asking for the impossible. How the hell are they all gonna just stop talking about this when it's such an important and big matter? I mean, that's basically the reason why we've all come here to this island.
さあ子供たち。
During this typhoon, of course, her goal is probably to just send the kids away. Because if she can send the kids away, then they can talk about this as adults. Sure.
悪いけれど、大人はちょっと込み入った話をしないといけないの。
Sorry, but we adults have to start talking about something a little complicated.
ゲストハウスへ戻っていなさい。
Go back to the guest house. Okay. Rosa yelled at the children slightly emotionally. The children didn't understand why they were suddenly being yelled at now, but Eva and the rest came to the same realization that as Rosa after a delay. I mean, yeah. Obviously, you want to send the children away from this discussion. They were talking so grandly about the filthy topic of the inheritance in front of the children. There was no way that they'd wanted their children to remain here. So they all immediately agreed with Rosa's plan. Okay. You know what? They all unite under that, and then they'll go back to talking about the inheritance. Let's not lie. So Rosa's plan will only work to get the children away. It won't work to stop them from talking about it until Genji arrives.
そうやな。ローザさんの言う通りや。ジョージ、
Georgie!
いとこみんなでゲストハウスに戻ってるんや。いとこ同士仲良く遊ぶんやで。
You all play nice together in the guest house, you hear? Alright.
ジョージ、言われた通りになさい。
She also calls him Georgie. I'm gonna keep going with George though, because obviously that's how, at least that's how the name is here in the West. So, but Georgie's cool. Georgie, that's nice. Jesse.
いとこみんなを連れて今すぐ出て行くのよ。
Another thing that my friend told me regarding Beatrice's pronunciation, he pronounced her as Beatrice, which is what I did at the start as well. The reason why I started pronouncing her as Beatrice is because that's what the voice actors in the visual novel did. Of course, that does contradict with what I'm saying here about how I pronounce George as George, because I'm pronouncing George as George instead of Georgie, like how they're pronouncing it. But Beatrice is Beatrice. But that's because I don't really know how Beatrice's name is supposed to be pronounced, and apparently Beatrice is her pronunciation in Italian, because I think it's an Italian name, and I think in Italian you pronounce it Beatrice, so that's why they're saying Beatrice, but I think the English pronunciation is actually Beatrice. So really, if I wasn't being a hypocrite in a way, or yeah, then I should pronounce Beatrice's name as Beatrice. Realistically, I should be pronouncing it Beatrice. But at this point, I'm so used to calling her Beatrice, and besides, you know what, we're doing this for our Italian friends, so we're gonna keep going with Beatrice, even though it is contradicting with what I'm doing with George, Jessica, Jesse, Battler. Well, to be fair, they also say Butler, so or Battler. I don't know. They also say Battlers. It's fine. It's just I say George, I say Jessica. They also say Jessica. Yeah, they also say Jessica. Basically, it's just Georgie that's different. I say George. Maria. No, I pronounce Maria the same way. No, I don't pronounce her Maria, because I know you. I think you can also pronounce Maria as Maria, but because they pronounce her as Maria, I'm gonna keep going to Maria. Maria. Fun fact, by the way, if you guys have seen Hunter x Hunter, there's an antagonist there called Miriam. You guys may or may not have heard of Miriam, but his name comes from an Arabic name, if I remember correctly, which is Maryam. Maryam. It's not exactly like Maria or Maria, but it's Maryam. And so basically his name is just another version of that. It's Meruam. So it's from Maryam. And Maryam, It's pronounced Mariam. So here we got Maria, pronounced as Maria. Just a little fun fact, a little bit of a digression there, but Maria. I'm gonna keep pronouncing her as that because that's what her mother calls her and everyone else calls her that. So yeah, again, a bit. You may call me a bit of a hypocrite for that, but it's not really that big of a deal, you know. With George is really the biggest one that I don't pronounce the same way they do. But that's because George is a very well-known name here. We all call it George. Nobody really says it otherwise. Of course, they're Japanese voice actors, so it's fine. Beatrice, sure. I mean, the reason why I say Beatrice is because, not gonna lie, before Beatrice herself, I had never heard the name Beatrice. So my initial reaction was to pronounce it as Beatrice, but I went with Beatrice because that's what the voice actors pronounce it. However, if Beatrice was a super common name here and everyone called her Beatrice, I'm 100% sure I wouldn't have been hypocritical about it and I would have just called her Beatrice. Except I had never heard the name before, or at least where I live, it's not a common name at all. I've actually never seen a Norwegian person called Beatrice or Beatrice, so I'm gonna continue with Beatrice. But yeah, if someone pronounces Beatrice, it's not really that big of a deal. You know, I don't take that big of an issue when it comes to pronunciation, right? I mean, if someone pronounces things differently, it's not a big deal. Like, a good example is just a second ago, I said Hunter Hunter. If someone pronounces it Hunter X Hunter, I'm not gonna, I know some people will get really angry at that and be like, that's not how you're supposed to pronounce it. For me, it's whatever, you know what I'm saying? Even if the author does pronounce it Hunter Hunter himself, it's fine, you know what I'm saying? Other one is Spy Family. I'm pronouncing Spy Family. I know a lot of people actually pronounce it Spy X Family, but I say Spy Family. And yes, the craziest one that I've gotten is High School DD. I do pronounce it High School DD, correct. I don't pronounce it High School DxD, which I think is by far the most common pronunciation. I do say High School DD. So, at least in that aspect, I am not really hypocritical when it comes to that pronunciation. But again, it's not that big of a deal, because I know some people pronounce Hunter Hunter as Hunter Hunter, but Spy Family as Spy X Family. It's not a big deal, you feel me? I mean, as long as, you're not terribly bad. I mean, like if you pronounce Sasuke's name as Sasuke, then, we have a bit of a problem. I mean, not really, but you know what I'm saying? Especially because even in the English dub, they pronounce his name as Sasuke. Even in the English dub, they use, it's like the U is not even there. Sasuke. It's basically Saske. For example, if you say Sasuke, if you've never heard anyone say the name, I understand if you say Sasuke. Yeah, I'm not gonna back up trouble with it, but I'm just saying, that's the sort of thing when it's okay, especially because he's a main character. But again, even if it's something like that, I don't take too big of an issue in it. But I do like to stay with the correct pronunciation because that's how the creator meant for the pronunciation to be, I guess, in a way. And I think it's even better that I call George in his Western name, because that's that's probably what the visual novel aimed for to begin with, right? The Western names, Western style, George, Cross, Eva, Rudolph, Rosa, etc. They're supposed to be Westernized names, so I think that's what it's supposed to be anyway. Well, Beatrice is more Italian. Apparently, it's Italian. At least that's what my friend told me. I don't really know because I haven't looked it up, of course. I don't want to get spoiled for obvious reasons. I bet this is a spoilable visual novel, so I haven't looked up anything regarding it. But yeah, let's continue.
ちょっと待ってよ母さん。
ちょっと待って。
僕たちはまだ食事も終えていない。
We haven't even finished eating yet. That's actually terrible. That's bad. At least let them finish eat. You're eating. You're right. Come on now. They're hungry. They're hungry kids. Don't deny the kids from food. Maria's hungry. Yeah, dessert is a big one. Yeah, this is rude. At least wait until we get to the parlor to talk about this inheritance and mistress problems. Come on now, let him eat the dessert. Maria's going. Oh.
デザートはゴーダさんにゲストハウスに運ばせます。だから出て行きなさい。
So leave. Goda will carry dessert to the guest house. Wait, Goda's still here, right? Isn't he hearing all of this? He's going like, oh my god, I have to deliver dessert to some kids, damn it.
Jessica.
Yeah, they do pronounce it differently actually. She says Jessica. I say Jessica. It is a bit different. It's not a big deal. Whatever.
ここから先は大人の話し合いです。行きなさい。
From here on, the adults will be talking together. Go.
わかったよ。
Wakarenai. I know she said wakato, but yeah, it's fine.
まだ食いかけだってのに。
Even though it's only half eaten. I feel bad for them actually. Like, let them eat the food. At least can they not take their food with them? I mean, it's calf steak. It's delicious. Let them take their food with them. At least let them take the plates and you know. If I was them, I'll take the food and plates and I'd go to the parlor. Sure, there's some table in the parlor you can eat on. We don't all have to eat in this freaking dinner table. It's too formal anyway. You know, why all the formalities? I know you're a rich family mansion people, but come on.
ってことは俺だけ例外ってことはないよ
No, Battler, you're not going to be the only exception. And judging by your reaction, you do not know what's going on with Beatrice. So clearly you're not the same Battler as the one in the other dimension with Beatrice, in the other realm or whatever.
理解してくれてありがとう、バトラ君。
Thanks, stepmom.
でもあなたラッキーよ。
But you're lucky, you know. How am I lucky? Oh, Kiria, what?
どうして
Doshite? Yeah, why?
私も出て行けるなら出て行きたいの。
Hey, at least let us get some food. I'd want to leave if I could. Yeah, because you have to stay, Kiria. Even if you wanted to leave, you can't because you have to stay because you're one of the people who actually got to meet Beatrice. So you're actually one of the most important people that has to stay.
違いねえぜ
Yeah, I bet if she wasn't one of the people to see Beatrice, maybe they'd have given her liberty leave because it's Kiria. She's not really you know, I mean, she's the second married, right? And she's not, you know, biologically an Ushiromiya. So, I don't know why I used biologically. I could have used so many other words. Whatever.
大人は大人で遺産をめぐって楽しい一家団らんをお楽しみくださいってんだ
I'll let you adults enjoy your happy family chat.
私も席を外しましょう。どうやら今夜は私の出番はなさそうだ。
It appears that I have no place here tonight. Okay. Nonjo softly rose from his seat. He had been calmly watching the whole discussion from his seat at the farthest corner of the table without pointlessly interrupting. Nonjo's has been like... I know the feeling, Nonjo. I know the feeling of just being, you know, in that, you know, like, in the seat where, you know, everyone else is talking about something that you have no idea about, or at least you shouldn't meddle with. So you're just there like... Yeah. I bet we've all visited friends where the friend is arguing with their parents or something, and you're just sitting there like... You can't interrupt obviously, so you're just there like... Yeah. And then he'll be screaming, you know, your friend will be screaming at his mom or something. Like, it's your fault. And you're just there like, can I leave? You're like, can I leave? You know, I want to leave, you know, let you guys handle this, and then, you know, I'll come back once you're done. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to I don't want to be in the way, you know, if they're arguing, yeah, none of my business, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of awkward, you know, I have no place being there, you know? His reaction was very adult, like a calm old gentleman. When Nonjo rose from his seat, it urged on the other people who were supposed to leave. That's good, actually. As the children noisily rose from their seats, a commotion was heard in their hallway as the servants returned. Ooh! As the servants returned, a commotion. Ooh, what's this? What's this?
遅くなって申し訳ございません。
Is this the dessert?
現地をお呼びいたしました。
Oh! So, okay, I probably forgot about this, but at some part, last part, they sent Gora out to bring Genji. So Gora did not get to hear, who was it? Natsuhi maybe? Or Rosa? Yeah, it was Rosa who said that Gora would bring the desserts to the guest house. So he still is yet to know that he's gonna bring the desserts to the guest house. Too bad, Gora. You're gonna have to walk through the rain, the typhoon.
お屋敷の中の戸締まりの確認に行っておりましたもので遅くなりました。
Check to see that all doors and windows are shut. I mean, I bet the family here cares much more about this than some doors and windows being shut. Trust me.
申し訳ございません。
My apologies.
さあ子供たちはゲストハウスへ。ゴーダさん、申し訳ないのだけれど子供たちの分のデザートをゲストハウスへ運んでくれるかしら。
Yeah, right. So now she has to mention to Gora. Yeah, could you carry the desserts for the children to the guest house, Gora?
はよろしいのですか。
Is that what you wish? It seemed that Gora did not appreciate that the dinner he had worked so hard on was going to be interrupted like this. Yep. Yep. He sent Natsuki a look as though asking her whether that was really alright.
ローザさんの言う通りにするように。
As Rosa says.
それから私たちにデザートの配膳は不要です。
Of course not.
呼び出しがあるまで食堂には近づかないように。これは他の使用人にも伝えること。
Tell that to the rest of the servants too. Okay, obviously, yeah. Because the servants are working under Kinzo, so this makes sense.
いいですね。
Understood.
はい。かしこまりました。
Yes, certainly.
さあさあ皆さん参りましょうかな。
Shall we go?
マリアさんもこれ以上お母さんを困らせてはいけません。
Maria, you two, you must not trouble your mother any further. You want your dessert? You're gonna get it in the guest house. It's fine. She calls her Beto. That's another thing. My friend just said, yeah, if you know the pronunciation of her name is that with a deal, just call her Beato. I might just start doing that, Beato. It's a very cute name too, Beato. I could start getting, if I get used to calling her that too, then no one can complain about pronunciation. Whether you pronounce it Beatrice or Beatrice, doesn't matter. Beato. Okay, I'll try to get used to it. I don't know. Do I bother? Do I bother pronouncing Beatrice's name as Beato? Do I bother getting used to doing that? I don't know. No. Ooh. You can talk about Beato in oh, see that? I'm already getting used to it. Let's go. You can talk about Beato in the guest house. Maybe that'll. Maybe you can be excited to talk about oh yeah, because now the cousins actually believe in her, or believe that she visited, right? So now you can talk about Beato in the guest house, and mention how you met her and what she did and how Rosa reacted and stuff. See that's gonna be an exciting bit for you, Maria. I'll bet you can be excited about that.
マリアちゃん、僕たちにゲストハウスでベアトリーチェの話を聞かせてくれないかい？
Literally what I was just talking about. Yeah, you can just talk about it with the rest of the cousins. Because the best part about this is a mutual thing. They both want to know, right? Obviously now the cousins are much more interested in Beato, and Maria obviously really wants to talk about her. So
ぜひ魔女の話を聞きたいんだ。
I really want to hear about the witch.
ね。
Okay. Yeah.
ジョージ兄さんは本当にうめえぜ。
You're really good, George.
感動するぜ。
I'm impressed.
本当に子持ちじゃねえのかよ。
Are you sure you don't have kids?
手慣れすぎだぜ。
You're teased to this. I mean, his reaction is kind of actually. It was kind of like the obvious thing to say, though. I'm not gonna lie. George didn't do anything too impressive. You know, I'm just saying, just trying to put things in perspective. I mean, yeah, George is good with kids, but I mean, sometimes he's done more clever things to calm kids down, to calm Maria down than this. Come on now, he's done better. This is something anyone could have come up with. Oh yeah, talk to me about Beato. Maria's mood was completely back to normal at George's words, and she even took the initiative in hurrying everyone to go to the guest house. Yeah, because she wants to talk about it. Yep. It looked like Gora didn't like being kicked out himself, but he was unable to disobey Nazi and left the room with Battler and the rest, closing the door.
ご用は何でしょうか
do you all have some business with me?
あるわ。
Plenty of business.
たっぷりと。
Plenty of business. Oh, it's business related, alright.
それもみんな。誰から質問するかくじ引きが欲しいくらいよ。
So much that we almost want to draw lots to see who has the first question. Alright guys, next part, it's going to be chaos, and I'm here for it. I cannot wait to start off next part and just read the chaos that ensues. That is if you don't go to guest house with the rest and have a boring discussion about Beato. Actually, will it be boring? If Maria just talks about... no, because Maria could read her letter there. And even if not, we might learn some new stuff about Beato. And it'll be fun to see how Jessica and the rest and Battler and George and stuff react to Beato. It'll be interesting because now that they believe in her, unlike in episode 1, now that they at least believe in her human form because Kitty and Rosa saw it, it's gonna be more interesting. So I actually disagree that it's gonna be a boring discussion. It depends on the way the discussion goes, though, for sure. It depends on what Maria has to say. But this is definitely what I'm more excited for, to just see the chaos that ensues between the siblings here and Genji.
だが誰が一番のくじを引こうとも最初にする質問は同じだと思うね。
Really? You believe that no matter who draws the winning lot, the first question would be the same? Really?
違いねえな。
No doubt? Really? What do you think would be the first question?
源氏さん、正直に答えてくれ。
Answer us honestly. Genji has never lied in his life. Almost like a well, what was it again that who was it again that didn't lie? I mean, I guess priests don't lie, at least they're not supposed to.
今貴賓室にいるベアトリーチェってのは何者なんだ。
Okay, so we're getting straight to the point then. Is this the first question that everyone no doubt wanted to ask? Answers honestly. Who is Beatrice? Oh, that's the end of the chapter. Okay, yeah, sure. That makes sense actually. We've been on this chapter for about 3-4 parts now, so it makes sense that it ends here. And it's currently 10 p.m. They've been talking about Beatrice for a while. Beato. God damn it, I need to get used to that. Wedding ring. It's called wedding ring. Oh, here we go. We're gonna get a shout on George moment. That's exciting. That's actually really exciting. Oh, this chapter is called Wedding Ring. Ooh, George and Shannon time. We'll see. We'll see about that. But I did want to hear about the chaos back there, but we'll see. I mean, it's been... I mean, how long does it really take to eat dinner? I mean, we jumped from 7 p.m. to like 10 p.m. So I'm sure they've already talked about Beato plenty, right? Still gonna need to get used to calling her Beato. Oh god. I wonder if I should go through the effort of getting used to calling her Beato. Or I'll at least go between calling her Beato and Beatrice, depending on the situation. Let's see if we can manage. Alright. Hideyoshi's claim that advertising doubled the taste was apparently right. I guess it is. No, we'll continue next part. Whatever they're talking about. It's been rating all parts, so frame rate was probably all over the place this part, but I hope you guys enjoyed anyway. Next part we'll continue with some more Umineko when they cry. This was fun. Like I said, hope you all enjoyed. Hope you all enjoyed the little statements I had to say in the beginning regarding Umineko, the sea and the cats, so sea cats, but also seagulls. Second meaning, 2 meanings. It's great to see. So maybe Neko meets both cats and goals. I don't really know what a goal is though. I don't know if that's a word. It might be actually. It sounds like an English word, you know. If seagulls is an English word and sea is a word, then goal might be a word. Goal may be a type of bird or something. Let's see, I'm actually googling goal now. Oh wait, god damn it. See, here's the problem. Goal, G-U-L-L, is actually, I just noticed. G-U-L-L is the Norwegian word for gold, so G-O-L-D. So maybe the author of this visual novel is actually big brain. Maybe he knew the English name was seagull, and he knew that gold means golden. Oh my god, I've just had a big realization. He knew that gold means gold in Norwegian. And oh, that's big brain. There's no way he thought that far ahead. There's no way, that's a coincidence. There's no way he went, alright, seagulls. I wonder if anyone's gonna figure out the pun that if you say Umineko in English, you get seagulls, and if you say seagulls, you see it in Norwegian, you see gold, and gold is gold in Norwegian, and haha, the witch of the gold. Oh, that's actually kinda sick. See, alright, for all of you Umineko fans out there who are reading this, or who are watching this, because I know a lot of you guys have already seen or read the whole thing, right? There you go, that's probably a fun fact you didn't know either. The second part of Seagull, if you exclude the C part, you get gold in Norwegian. It's literally gold, the Witch of Gold, Beatrice, or Beato. See that? See that? Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Is there a connection there? I highly doubt that the author thought about it that far. I really bet it's just an awesome coincidence. I bet it's just an awesome coincidence. But I hadn't even thought of it until I googled goal, because I thought, I don't know. I thought goal is a, I was thinking about it Englishly. I didn't think about it as a Norwegian word, and now that I think about it, yeah, goal is gold in Norwegian. Anyway, goal in English at least also means a long-winged, web-footed seabird with a raucous call, typically having white plumage with a grey or black mantle. Okay, let's look at an image of a gull. Let's see. But we're probably gonna get gold, right? Because that's Norwegian word for it. Because yeah, when I look up gold, all I'm getting is gold, like gold ingots, like the same type that Beatosh, we saw in episode 1 with Kraus and Nazi. Because yeah, gold is gull. We pronounce it gold, we don't pronounce it gold, we pronounce it gull. Gull. But when I'm googling gold, yeah, I'm getting let's see, gold animal. I'm getting this picture of a seagull. Gulls, or colloquially seagulls, are seabirds of the family Laridae in the suborder Lari. So they're a kind of bird, okay? They're looking mighty fine. Have fun with that goal. But yeah. Okay. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you guys enjoyed that fun fact at the end there. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. I'll continue this. I hope you guys enjoyed this for now. And alright, y'all. Peace.